Wow, this is a very bad intro, but anyway, today we are going to be having a challenge between the ballpoint pen and fountain pen. So let's see which comes out on top. So first of all, let's discuss how these both pens work. See, a fountain pen works when this ink over here flows to this nib, to the center of this nib, and flows down to the tip of it. And that's how that's just in brief of how this pen works. And this pen works when there's a tiny ball in the middle of it, and the ink just pours down and it smoothly applies the ink everywhere it goes. And that's how these both pens work. So I'm going to be competing them on a series of tests to see which comes out on top. This is like this is just the same setup as the Apsara Extra Strong versus Extra Dark, but anyway, yeah, you are watching it. I have to ask you that question, not the opposite way. And anyway, I'm just going to reform them in 3, 2, 1. And there you go, they both are assembled now. So the 4 tests are going to be the design test, the stroke test, the writing test, the comfort test. And anyway, standard tests, let's start off with first, I guess, the design test. Come on, focus. Okay, in the design test, there's not much to be compared on. But for a fountain pen, I guess you must have a little better look than this, because it's obviously a fountain pen. And it should be super cool and like that. And there are better versions of this, but this is just a standard fountain pen for writing, not for actually going and signing documents and it's everything. It's made for writing notes. It's durable, it's sustainable, it has one extra ink cartridge with it, and this is your standard ballpoint pen. Like, first of all, the main factor is that these pens cost a little more than this, because they cost a little more to manufacture, and bending steel and making ink come out of it in a professional way is quite difficult. But this is a standard ballpoint pen. I think it costs about 10 coins. So yeah, everybody knows how a ballpoint pen works. And so yeah, the design. When it comes to the design, let's see which wins. I guess the winner of this is, yeah, the ballpoint pen. Like, obviously, I am a little biased on the fountain pen, because fountain pens are I guess better in, yeah, I am biased because I guess fountain pens look a little more fancy, but the design in this looks quite good as well. Like, it's a nice transparent shell with a ink cartridge and a silver tinted this thing cap, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, with that test over, fountain pen 0 points and ballpoint pen 1 point. So let's get ourselves a rough note or something like a rough paper. So we got ourselves the rough paper, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that I made this drawing of the fountain pen because it looks so good. Yeah, back to it. And anyway, so that we are on standard paper and you saw my legs, so yeah, bleach it out of your mind, I guess. And anyway, let's start off with simple stuff, I guess, like, share, can you see that? It writes pretty well, except for my bad handwriting. Like, share, and come on, why don't I know the spelling of subscribe? Like, share, and just going to write sub. And anyway, I guess there are 2 different ways you could write with a fountain pen. The first one, as you know, like this, and the second one is turning it on its head, which gives you a much thinner lid. But it is a little more rough though. And I lost the ink. and sub. So yeah, as you can see, the ink runs out from, like, it's not meant to be used like this, but I did use it, which gives me a thinner look. But obviously the handwriting gets a little more rough, and I have to switch back to this side. And anyway, with the ballpoint pen, oh my god, this pen almost fell down, and I don't want to have ink on my floor, so yeah, I guess ink monsters could pop out or something. And anyway, like, share, and sub. Okay, that looks pretty good. Like, they are almost the same like, what even except can I say, the book both look like the same, but this thing has a little more consistency to it than this. But you know, it feels better to write with this because obviously it looks much more fancy and is visually appealing for the eye to write with it. So yeah, I am biased, so I'm going to give the point to this because it just makes me a little more willing to write my notes rather than this, everyday oddball ballpoint pen. Oh, and it fell down, and I picked it up. And anyway, I guess that concludes it. The fountain pen wins because I like it better. And coming next is the comfort test. Comfort test. What was the last test? I forgot. Like, seriously, what was the last test? Comfort test, design test, and I guess the championship pen fight. Obviously, yeah, I pluck things out of thin air. So yeah, main problem with these both pens is that they get slippery whenever you try to write with them, because obviously none of them have a rubber grip. Like, seriously, both of these, none of them have a rubber grip. So like, every time you try to write with your sweaty palms, and obviously your palms are going to be sweaty because you have been holding this pen for longer than an hour, you get sweaty paws, sweaty hands. And anyway, I guess, and anyway, I increase the exposure, and let's just see what's written on this for a second or two, because I need my video to be 10 minutes long, and I will get it 10 minutes long. So yeah, going to zoom in. Domix X1 code packaging, and on this, yeah, neon classmate, octane, fountain, yeah, it's just classmate, octane, fountain, there's no pen in it. And anyway, for the final battle, the battle you all have been looking for, fountain pen versus ballpoint pen, let's see who's going to win. No, you cheated. Ah, come on. Come on. Now it's his turn. Okay, go. The almost fell down. And the ballpoint pen lost. So I guess this concludes the match by the fountain pen wins because it lost in the beauty test 1, stroke test 1, and the comfort test none got it, and this got. So yeah, the fountain pen has won conclusively. So comment down below if you think otherwise, or just comment down below if you think that I am very partial and shouldn't have chosen an obviously heavier pen to a lighter pen. So I guess see you guys in the next video. Exact 10 minutes. Wow.